Dragons and Warriors. Welcome to your third tutorial of the week. Now, this tutorial is going to be based on a form section. So even though, for example, Dragon and Warriors who are white belts or yellow belts are not expected to learn this section of the Sun Tao, it's always nice to learn it, train it, and have it prepared. If you're only wanting to practice the section for your form, there's a video I sent a long time ago for your Sun Tao, the whole Sun Tao form, where I explained what belt needs to know how much of the form. Refer to that video and practice that sections of your form. However, for all Sun Tao students and for older students, higher grade students, it's a good refresher to practice this. So let's start with the Sun Tao. We're going to be working on the fifth section. Pak Sao to the middle, side palm. Pak Sao, middle, side palm. So this will look quite familiar, but there's a couple of things we're going to correct and fix. As I do my Pak Sao, it's going forward, and my fingers I want to close, and my arm is actually bent, it's not straight and not going past my body. To the middle, drop the hand, hit to the side. Some people palm like this, or they do straight. It's the turn to do the side palm. Then you go underneath, Hun Sao, back. Some people have a habit of doing this, which I just showed you a minute ago, and it's incorrect. It's actually Pak, palm, Hun Sao, which is circling wrist. Pak Sao on the other side, Hun Sao. That is your fifth section, okay? So Sun Tao, you can rewind this video, practice it, but just how I showed you now is how you're supposed to do it. One more time. And you will notice my palm isn't to the side, it's to the middle. Focus and practice. Chum Q, we're going to focus on the ending of the first Chum Q section. So as I turn to, it doesn't matter which side you do, so let's just start on this side. So I've just done this tutorial. Now we're going to do the last part. Okay, so I'm in my stance. Now from here, my fist goes onto my Tan Sao. Then I punch upwards. I turn into Iris, Pak Sao to the side, and I do a Jut to the middle with a view. So after I've done my Lan Saos in this my Bong Sao form, which we did the last tutorial video, this is the ending. Fist, throw the punch to the sky, turn into Iris, and you in a Lan Sao here, chop, come back into Jut Sao with my elbows lower than my wrist, hand on top, and slice all the way up to the eye, Hun Sao, come back. And you do the same for the other side. So once you do all your elbows, once you do your palms, once you do your Bong Saos, you finish it off by going fist, punch. And when I punch, it's with this leg, this side. Turn into Iris, Pak Sao, Jut Sao, View, Hun Sao. So that is the ending skeleton form of the Chum Q. And the idea here is to make sure you're doing this. When I'm in here and I do not the double palm, but I do the fist, what happens? My fist pushes over the palm. Then I punch upwards. And when I go into Iris, Lan Sao, look at the distance with the hand and my body. It's not down here or up here, yeah? When I do the chop Pak Sao, I'll do it from a closer range. Elbow comes out, hand rises upwards. Then the elbow comes down first, and then the wrist follows. And then what happens here is I put my other hand on top, and I slide all the way across to this eye. Then I go underneath the chin, Hun Sao, and come back. So technically, hopefully you can follow this section. So I'll do the other side. So I've just turned here, fist, I punch upwards, I turn into Iris. I can look with the corner of my eye, I do elbow, chop. I bring the elbow in, Jutsu. And Yu. Hyunsao. So chunkies do this. I know we were working on the Bongsai section last week. Now you can put this section in detail towards the end of your form to make sure you're doing it correctly. Even though I have sent the whole Chungkyu video before and Suntao video before, this is just a little bit more critical and detailed, so you know if you're getting it correct instead of just following my form and all. Okay. So Byuji, we're going to go for the last three sections. I think it's the second from last, which is the hooking section. Okay, so I'm going to show you first in the end. We're in iris. Both hands come forward. Grab, turn, and you return with the hook. It's like a snapping hook. Turn, and you forks out to the chin. Other side. Okay, that's with energy. I'm going to do it slowly now for you. As I come forward, I bring my elbow down first, I turn the hands, and I seek to grab, catch something. And I catch. I don't catch with a stiff fist, I catch with a strong forearm. How my hands wobble because a lot of force is vibrating through my hands. As I turn in my stance, I pull one hand back and I turn the second. As I turn, I rotate and I throw this hook. Now when you throw this hook, you have two ways of doing it. Three ways. 1, 2, and it's 3. So as I do it, I like to slide the shot and hit it. Boom, like it's riding up on the neck. Then I cut, this way. And I forks out into the chin. So other side. So, Byuji, you have this section now a little bit more in detail on how to follow. Obviously, please follow the badges on my left side. So if you see me do the left side first, try to look at where my elbows are ending and where I'm striking and how I'm working that section for your form. Okay? Fantastic. Hopefully, Suntao, Chungkyu and Byuji have a little bit more detail on a part of their form that they can work on to try to perfect and try and get the skeleton right. Because right now I'm showing you the skeleton with a little bit of detail, but soon there will be tutorials with applications, how to use those sections in self-defense and how to do it safely with your siblings at home or parents. And hopefully when we get back into training classes, you can go steamrolling into your next grades, okay? Thank you very much, Dragon Warriors. You guys have been great. And I know this is like the third tutorial for the week, so this is your Friday tutorial. So you've got time to practice this over the weekend. Something a little bit more eased, but still critical for your development Wing Chun. Anyway, I hope you're all keeping well, and please keep up with your homework sheets that are underneath the video. You can click the link and it gives you this video. If you can't print it off, then try to at least make your own timetable that you're keeping up with all your training, because I like to see everyone homework sheets in the following weeks, okay? We're going to finish class now, Dragon Warriors, and we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Thank you very much, Dragon Warriors. Hope you're all keeping well. Stay safe. Enjoy the weather.